fairy tales, and let's see if we can get a close up of this. Why was the ferry so important in your life?
Well, it allows the cross-migration of so many people in through a very isolated area that without that ferry, there would really be no traffic movement through the region. It would strictly end there.
We end there, be a
And
cul-de-sac.
That
boom.
would be the island's cul-de-sac.
Right, and that would be the end of it.
And that's it, yeah. So the ferry really promoted a lot of travel and cross-travel. And of course, with the casinos in Connecticut, there's a lot more of a reason for people to pass by our restaurant. So we on the way out or on the way in, people would stop in, and so as I wrote in the book, we'd vacation on St. Martin, have people block our sun and go, "Excuse me, aren't you from the Hellenic?"
Right, but people know.
People know.
Why did you decide to go out there? I mean, you were from New York, you're from Queens, and the story I have to imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, why'd you go to East Marion?
We use this place for vacation.
Ah, vacation place.
It looks like a Greece.
And you said, "This is for me. I love it here."
And everybody loves it.
Okay,
Well,
that's the best answer. And you decided to just put your money where your mouth is.
right.
You were smart. You were very, very, very smart. You did an excellent job of it. There's no question about it. So that we don't eat up the time here, I'd rather eat up the food. Let's get your next dish. What is the next dish that you've got that you're preparing?
The next dish is called shrimp limonata, which
Okay.
means of the lemon. Limonata,
Of the lemon,
right?
okay.
And basically, it's more of an appetizer, but it's a good complement to any entree. I mean, this is a perfect appetizer, but it also works extremely well as the main course, as the meat. And basically, it's a very lemony fried shrimp.
Mm-hmm. So it's really a delicious thing to have maybe at the beginning of the meal as your appetizer, as you
Yeah.
say, with a nice glass of crisp wine.
Yes.
And just enjoy having that while you're talking to friends. And I'm sure there's a nice sauce inside there. It's like a butter sauce or something.
Butter lemon sauce.
Butter
yes.
lemon sauce. That sounds
Just
great.
really simple.
That
very
sounds
simple.
great. Well, let's see if we can rock and roll and let's roll the videotape and let's take a look at shrimp limonata. There we go.
The beautiful thing.
Okay.
The beautiful thing about the Greek cuisine is it's the simplicity. These shrimp are marinated in lemon juice, and you can marinate them in there as long as you like, as long as it's fresh lemon juice. And we just take a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of parsley, and that's really the whole thing because it gets sautéed, fried up in olive oil. We dredge the shrimp in flour, and we get the shrimp nice and dense. We want that lemon juice to suck in the flour.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a good hot pan again of olive oil, a little deeper this time because it is going to fry.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it gets nice and hot, we just simply add that floured coated shrimp right to it.
I hear it crackling.
Yeah, and then
And you're
once
just browning it.
That's it, just browning it, getting a nice golden brown color, flipping it around. And believe it or not, that is the dish. Very simple. And you take it out of there, and you pat each little bit of shrimp with after the pepper. You put a little bit of butter on each shrimp, and then the lemon is already in it.
Right.
But then we add a little extra for some zing to it, a little fresh lemon juice on top of there.
Is your limonata.
And it's a very lemony dish, but it's so
But not overpowering that you
No.
can't drink wine with it.
No, absolutely not.
There's your
And there's
butter,
the butter.
right?
We tap a little butter on top of that. Just get it to
Hence the word tapenade.
tapenade.
Mhm. Okay.
There we put a little some.
And now let's see it when it's served on the table. We're going to see that in a moment as it fades and then it opens back up again. Let it go. There we go. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. Look how pretty that looks with the wine and the oh, look at that. Oh boy, that's for me. That's for me. I love that dish. That looks good. Debbie, I see you've got another one. Oh, thank you. You know, what would we do without you today? I don't know. That's terrific. Give him the bill. Unbelievable. This looks great. To me, my opinion, nobody makes seafood better than the Greeks. And the best dish, or the best style, is the simpler it's made. Just simple whole fish, olive oil, salt and pepper, maybe some oregano, maybe some little bit of mustard, maybe. Very simple, and broil it. And just broil it. Serve it with some rice and some wine. You're in heaven. You're in heaven. You agree with me?
I absolutely do.
That's the best. That's the best. I never have a bad meal whenever a Greek cooks. Never. Okay, except if he's had a lot of doers. Anyway, okay.
Even better.
Do it better.
Makes it better. Okay, we've got a Pinot Blanc from the North Fork of Long Island, the '06, which was also a phenomenal year, from Lieb Cellars, another great winery on Long Island. Let's pour a little bit of this. Boy, you've got them nice and chilled beautifully.
That's a wonderful, wonderful accompaniment for this dish because it's got a natural zest to it.
Zing.
Yeah, a little zing. It's a great wine.
They make a good Pinot Blanc.
They
I
do.
like it.
They
There's
do.
no question about it. Let me get a close-up of this. I got to wake up my cameraman over there. Let's get a close-up of this. He's busy smelling the food and going crazy. Everybody wants to eat. I hate when I do a food show like this. Everybody's hungry. Right? Right. Everybody with camera people are going, we're hungry, feed me. That's great. Okay, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's try this dish with the wine and see how it goes. Oh. Heaven. I'm in heaven.
Good.
Nice wine.
The
Really
lemon
good.
is just incredible. Please
Oh, just-
try that. You do the show. You talk. You do a soft show.
really good.
It's all right.
Yep.
The combination.
Very good.
You know, when you live, we got about 3 minutes left. When you live so close to New York City, as in Nassau County, or Queens and the rest, you become jaded. Restaurants all over the place. And you really don't know from fresh food. Because when you look around, you always see these buildings. When you go out to the North Fork, or even the South Fork of Long Island, mostly though the North, and you see the beautiful farms and the seafood all around from the waters and everything else, and the produce and the animals, the agriculture and produce. You realize, I mean, that's good food. You use all those wonderful ingredients.
We do. We get everything that we can from local farmers.
I mean, people should go out to the North Fork of Long Island, spend a day, go out and enjoy a lovely bed and breakfast. Even in the fall, even the winter, it doesn't matter when you go. Those are the best times of year to go. Because then you can drive around and experience the food and the people. The people are so wonderful. They're so lovely. It's just terrific. You know, I salute you all. A toast. Toast to the Greeks on Long Island. The Greeks on Long Island. May you flourish forever. It's better than being in Astoria. Go out east.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is excellent. You should take your time. No, I mean, I like the way you drank that so slowly. It was terrific. So, we're just about out of time. Any last comments you can make about Long Island, North Fork of Long Island, and food and all that kind of stuff?
It's a joy to have people come out, and they come and they say if you drink the water, you're stuck. You'll always be back, and they do, and they keep coming back, and it's always a pleasure to serve everyone, and we'd love to have you over.
Our pleasure. Our
Thank you.
pleasure. I mean, dining with you has always been a fun experience, and I just love the way the way you cook. You got to come back on, and we got to do a show on meat, on lamb.
We're good at that.
Maybe I know that. Maybe various ways of making lamb, from chops to leg of lamb to stew to what do you all of a sudden I'm losing my mind.
Skewers.
Skewers. I was gonna say skewers, but there's the name for it.
Salaki?
The shish kebab, the
Shish
kebabs,
kebab,
the kebabs, and all that stuff. That's just fabulous. It's a delicious way. We could have a show. We could do 3 ways of enjoying lamb.
That would be my pleasure.
You know, that would be a lot of fun. Any last comments you want to make before we say goodbye?
Well, it was a pleasure being here with you.
I love
And,
your Greek. She speaks Greek beautifully. Love that.
Well, I was born here.
It's terrific. We're out of time. Anna, thank you very much.
Thank you for having
John,
us.
thank you very much.
Thank you too. Very much.
It's my pleasure, George, as always.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. You got some great son here.
Oh, we
You should
got
be
him.
very proud of this
We
man.
are.
Because he's something else. He's bright, he's articulate, he's sharp, he's talented, he's a great chef,
He took
and he's a
after me,
terrific. He
otherwise.
took it after you. I love it. I love it. Well, we gotta go. We gotta go. I hope you enjoyed yourself. This was a lot of fun being with the Gianaris or Yanaris family. and tasting their cuisine. And come on out to Long Island. Have a good time. Just get on the LIE and just keep going and going and going until the LIE ends. Once it ends, just get lost and drive around. You'll find great places to eat, wonderful farms. Have a good time when you enjoy. Remember, do as Dr. Passes always does, and like these people do. Whatever you do it with passion, or what's the use? Again, Dr. Passes saying, see you again next time. A toast to Long Island.
Long Island.